Hi everyone, happy Thursday. So I have something a little unique to share with you today. I was contacted by Shepard from Shepard Publications a few weeks ago. It got caught up in my spam folder, but fortunately I saw one of the emails. And they asked if I would be, they do coloring books for storybooks for children. And so he asked if I would like some samples. And of course I was like, sure. And I looked at their site. I'm of course going to put all the info down in the description. And I thought their books were beautiful. And I said, oh yes, absolutely. And I got this big, this big package the other day, and they definitely sent me some samples, like a lot of samples. I am very grateful, a little overwhelmed because these books are so cute. They really are, and I already feel intimidated at the idea of trying to color these. But they are beautiful and I want to share them. Hello, Scamper. Welcome. So let us go ahead and extend out here and we will flip through these. These are so cute. So I really love the idea of storybooks, like being turned into coloring books, or any type of book being turned into a coloring book. I love the way the ink house looks. The books like Spot and Dot, and Dot, is it Dot the Cat or Spot the Cat? I can't remember which one. The two books by Henry Cole, they're right here, Michelle. Spot the Cat. The two books by Henry Cole, while not typically coloring books, they look like the pages you can color in them. I just think that's a beautiful idea. I really love Ivy and the Inky Butterflies concept. So I thought these books were beautiful, and they absolutely are. They are so fun. I don't have any children myself, but I know that one day I will be able to find someone, maybe one day I will be able to color in all these, and when I am long gone from this earth, maybe somebody will stumble upon these and find a treasure for their kiddos. Who am I kidding? I will make sure somebody gets these when I shuffle off this mortal coil. All right, so this is the Mice Before Christmas. This they had a sticky on here. It says this will be their new release for September. So if I can't find any information on it, I will be, well, hang on, let me see here. I think the picture book is available, but I'm not sure if the coloring book is. That's what I'm trying to look for here. I should have prepared for this. Ah, there it is. Excellent. So this is going to be the new release. I know, I should have prepared for this. There we go. It will be released September 15th, 2022. And so luckily for y'all, we get a sneak peek. So this looks like it is printed by their publishing group. I'm not exactly sure how it's printed, but the one thing it's not is Amazon printed, because this paper is some nice premium paper. And I would say this book is about the size of your average coloring book in height and width. So, The Mice Before Christmas. What is a coloring storybook? It is a coloring book, a storybook, and more. You can color just the pages you want and enjoy it like any fine coloring book, or finish them all and create a wonderful storybook, a keepsake all your own, or one to lovingly share with children and grandchildren. Imagine their excitement and yours when you read to them from a book you helped illustrate yourself. I love that idea. Please note this is a grayscale coloring book. The pictures are already shaded in gray, calling for a different kind of coloring. It doesn't make it harder, it makes it easier. For tips, search online for grayscale coloring. So here is some information about why you would want to choose this coloring storybook. It's adapted from a children's picture book. All pictures are in grayscale, but grayscale with a difference. Much of the gray has been removed to reduce the risk of muddiness and allow more natural flesh tones, while deepest blacks have been preserved to provide full contrast. Printed on thicker, high-quality paper for better coloring, reduced bleed-through, and long life. Blank lines on the half-title page for the signature and the date. A bonus picture at the end for tests, which is super helpful and I will be using. Thumbnails of the original color illustrations on the back cover to serve as suggestions and inspiration. This is available in both paperback and hardcover. So that is, or practice on the paperback for tackling the hardcover. I like that idea. Pages may be freely copied for personal use only, of course. And then color pages may be freely shared. So, isn't this pretty? Look at them. Aren't they just sweet? Oh my gosh. I'm telling y'all, animals doing human things. This is a running theme in my book, my favorite books, especially mice. Cats especially, but definitely mice as well. So I'm not going to read the whole story to you. I feel like that would be taking something away from it. However, we are going to flip through the pages pretty quickly. And so you can see. So this paper is a very interesting feeling paper. It feels very smooth. It is not textury at all. So I would say you definitely want to use I would say maybe harder colored pencils. I would be concerned about soft pencils smearing maybe a bit on this, but this is where the testing is going to come into play. It also has kind of a glossy sheen to it. It reminds me of that premium marker paper that some of the Amazon books come in. So this is really high quality paper here. Like, look at the detail here. This is definitely going to take some testing. I suspect, of course, that alcohol marker is going to bleed through just because this isn't super thick paper, but that is okay. Water-based markers I think will be an interesting thing to try. Pastel pencil on this type of paper. I am not 100% familiar with using it, so I definitely want to try it. But aren't these just the sweetest pictures, y'all? I just love it. Love it. But I feel so intimidated. Oh my goodness. And they're not super overwhelming. There are some that have full scenes like this, but there's also a lot of pages with just little scenes for the mice. I think this one's so fun with the band on stage and they're all dancing in their big fluffy dresses and their fancy little frilly coats. It's a little cat snowman. Kind of looks like a cat snowman. Isn't that cute? I am so eager. I'm trying to sit here and just think of what would do well in here. Would maybe, I mean, oh, look at this. Look at the series pages. Like, I would like to think maybe some watercolor. Maybe. Maybe with not a lot of water. This is where this testing's really going to come into play. Because I'm going to be so nervous about actually touching this paper until I feel fully confident that I know what works well on it. Look at him with the little bells on his tail and the little ribbon. Isn't that pretty? so cute. All right, so here's about the book, about the illustrator, about the author. And here is the test page. So the test pages are interesting because they basically give you 3 little blocks from the different scenes in the book so that you can test out in these little sections here. And the other side is just showing their other books. So if it does bleed through, you're not really hurting the actual, doing anything to the book itself. So I really like that. I feel like I could actually tackle these now that I see the test pages there. So the Mice Before Christmas. Then we have the Quackling, which I absolutely love. These are all great. I am geeking out so bad right now. The Quackling. Here's some of the pages in the back. They've got some little fox buddies in here, which I think's great. The one with him in the pot is a little disturbing. Like somebody's trying to cook him. Similar intro. I won't read. The intro's very similar across the board to all the books, so I just wanted to read the one to you. The Quackling. Look at him, handsome, in his little feathered cap. Just strutting around. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. The grayscale's really done well in these illustrations. Oh no. I can just not imagine. I have not read the story at all, so I'm not telling y'all what's happening. I do love the little foxy guards here. Oh no, he's in the cooking pot. That's there's no the end here, so relax. He manages to get out of the pot. That would have been a rather abrupt end to the story. I love the king bear here. His royal robes. I definitely love the inspiration in the back of the book, the full colored pictures for this one. That's probably what I'll do first, is try to use the colors that are already there just until I get comfortable coloring in these books. Now, this paper doesn't seem to be as shiny as the Mice Before Christmas paper, so do keep that in mind, but it is still super smooth, and it does have a little bit of a shine to it. It still feels like nice quality paper, but definitely I would say use the tester pages back here to figure. We're going to be doing that, actually, hopefully in a video this month, but the way things are looking, it might be in September, where I would like to test out some different mediums on the backs of one of these books, and we're going to see what works and what doesn't, so that you guys know too. So there is the Quackling. The Sea King's Daughter. This one looks very, very complex. It's beautiful, but this definitely is going to be, I think, the most time-consuming one of the bunch. So what's interesting on this one is the pages that aren't the sections that aren't grayscale are actually colored in and shaded some. This is one I definitely would want to ensure there isn't any bleed through from the materials I use. So just so it definitely wouldn't bleed through because of the text, but also just the illustrations and such. And some of these pages actually already have colored in. Which is fine by me. I don't mind that at all. Because there's definitely plenty to do in this book, as you can see. Oh my goodness, look at these pages. I'm really curious to see how watercolor does in here. That, some pastel pencil shading, I think would be also nice to try. And then here are your pages to test. We have the Baker's Dozen. Now this one I feel like I've seen online before, so I have seen this one before, but all the other ones, like out there on the internet somewhere, and there might be some people that have flip throughs of this one, I feel like. This one's a very interesting size. It is not as tall as an average size coloring book, but it is longer. So if we compare it to one of the other books, you can see. Now this one, again, is very detailed, but I like it very much. I love this one where he's here with his kitties, and of course, all kinds of kitties. I think this picture I've seen before, and of course, you know, I'm kitty in my head, and I would love to color that picture. I love that these are grayscale as well. I would definitely like to try some shading myself, and of course grayscale, you know, makes it easier for you to realize where to add a little bit more shading to enhance it. But I mean, if it doesn't bleed through, water-based markers would be great for this as well. If you were feeling a bit overwhelmed by the pictures, the way they are set up grayscale wise, you know, just adding a little bit of simple color, or just straight coloring with colored pencil or something, will give you a whole lot of depth and shading with this grayscale. Oh, he looks a little rough around the edges there. This might even be a situation where, if I color these, of course, I'll want to keep them for a while, but this would even be something you could donate to your local library as well. That would be a cool concept for them to have children's storybooks that are actually even illustrated in the black and white's beautiful, but just, especially if you add color to it, just how neat that would be. And then here is your tester page. I really like they give you different scenes to test as well. Oh, and then the full illustration at the back. I'm sorry I didn't show that earlier. Then we have the Skeeter and the Weasels. Speaking of cats. Again, this one is a little shorter book. As you can see, about the same width, just not quite as high. This one's a little bit different than the others in terms of the types of illustrations, but I think still a fun one for kids. Oh, I'll show you the back on this one. So this is indeed Skeeter. I like the sketchy looking weasel behind the light pole there. Oh, there's one in the door too. Look out. Oh my gosh, they're hiding everywhere. Look at this. I love. It's like a Where's Waldo, but where are the weasels in every picture? Oh, wow, there's more than two in this one. They're multiplying. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Ratilda is her name. I like it. Weasel Central. Does look like a very Weasley establishment. Oh, indeed, a very Weasley establishment. Just simply most Weasel. What a title. Quite a story unfolding here. Oh no. There goes Weasel Central. There we go. Very cool. I like that it's a little different than the other books. And finally, they do have a series of grayscale books, grayscale adult coloring books, different numbers. This is Amazing Grays number 3. There are 50 fine photos of people, places, pets, plants, and more. That's a lot of P's there, Michelle. Again, I think it's similar to the width of Skeeter and the Weasels. If you really want to try some grayscale coloring, I think these are a great series of books for that. If you want like to try your grayscale coloring in like realistic settings, if you want to try to do like photorealism, I think these would be great. Especially if you want to try people and really trying to improve using your skin tones. I think these are great. Like the look on her face. I love that shirt. Gotta say, I'm a fan. Love these faces they've captured. Oh my goodness. There is a snake. Oh, that's a fun picture. Wow, I can't even imagine the leg and the arm strength for that. I'm lucky I don't bend over to pick up something off the floor without throwing my back out. Now this paper feels, it is not shiny like the other paper is. This feels like more typical coloring book paper, though it still feels very nice and smooth. In my experience, I find, I'm sorry, there is a gnat driving me crazy. It is just that time of year. August is terrible for gnats and whatnot around here, so. I find that harder colored pencils tend to give me better results on smooth paper. Like, they're less likely to smear on me because I'm very heavy-handed, but that's, again, I'm heavy-handed, so that's probably why I like them better. Oh my gosh, I just realized I had that big bruise on my arm thanks to Leroy. I like those leaves. Love those flowers. Very pretty. This might be a very interesting way to try my pastel pencils and maybe some of my pan pastels as well. So there are others in the series, looks like. We also have amazing women and amazing men, it looks like, in grayscale. Again, if you like doing photorealism with your coloring, I think these are great choices. All right, so thank you so much to Skyhook Press and Aaron Shepard and his wife as well. Anne, thank you so much for sending me these. When you said samples, I really had no idea it was going to be this entire box of goodies. And these are absolutely beautiful. I love them. I'm going to read through them. I'm a big kid, so I love these. I'm going to read through them, and I would love to get to one of these before the end of the month in kind of a demo video. Maybe at the very least we're trying the test pages in the back with some different stuff, because again, I haven't seen these around a lot, so I feel like there should I want to take you through some of my experiences testing with these, especially if you're interested in purchasing these books as well, because this is really nice paper. And obviously, I want to help other people avoid anything that might bleed through in these books. So again, thank you so much for sending these. Thank you to Aaron Shepard and his wife Anne. These are just awesome. They're so unique. They're right up my alley, and I can't wait to try coloring in them. And so hopefully, if not in August, look for a demo in one of these in September. All the links to them, if they're on Amazon US, will be in the description. At the very least, at the very top, I'm going to put a link to the Skyhook Press site, which will have links and information to all these books. So you can get them from that centralized location there, or go directly to the links if I can find them. So thanks again for watching. I will be back Friday with actually not one really new release, but 3 new releases. I picked up a couple from Coloring Book Cafe as well. And then we will do part 3 of my coloring book collection Saturday instead of Friday. Hopefully Sunday will be a coloring chat. I don't know. It will just depend on what my time looks like the rest of the week. So if not Sunday, then Tuesday, I would say. So thanks guys for watching, and bye for now.